chief inspector efiri say license na oji ato ho no ete se de ye de ye entoto ho a ete se obi a waye bone a ye ma ne bail se onko no omra wo hwe road traffic offenses na emra no e de hye misdemeanor ase te se ebia unu obi wo fie wadidi watem bia nipa no akeka na adwen a kirew bia wayeyaw na wo de ni ko police station a sa ene road traffic we no sa na tie apart from serious major offenses no to say dangerous driving na betimi akum nipa ne ade no ano na ye serious one but other ones no to say wa mbo seat belt wa anye we no ete said de obi nso akodu obi atema yakochi na ko police station ni ama ne bail mu nyina mu gina baabi baako enti no se police ni je wo license ato ho se wa ye boni we wa nyina wa gina baabi ani kwan se wo gina na o ma wakonya ne se ko na bra ete said ye yache obi a wono so akoye bone nketengete ni ema no bail se onko no omra enu ntinu gise inspector ne betimi aye sa adwumadie no entinu se enipa ni ye sergeant or corporal or lance corporal or constable no wachewa de yes wo ye ne se wode wo beko office na wode wa koma inspector ana woni inspector wo hono ma wode wo license no am inspector no na inspector na hwe se wode sa akonya ebemo a enye police ni bia na betimi age license bi efri say license na police ni age no eye te se de all ma bail na all ma bail nso a emra no hye say so ode sa license na all ma receipt sa receipt we de eye o hye ewo police ni so eye o hye emra no hye no say uji obi a license say o ma ni bail o ma na konya say onko no mra amra ne hye police ni na oje sa license no say omma wo receipt no ase a kire bebia police ni no owo nti no hwe receipt a ye de ato o TV so a police ni bia oye inspector eko a oje o license no ese omma sa receipt we bi oje o license no na wa ama receipt a watomra police ni je o license na wa ama receipt a watomra bi efri say emra na e hyew say for license ne ma police ni no sa amra no esan hye police ni say oje sa license na o ma receipt na receipt no ese e kire say o car ben na wache no de edikan e vehicle number into car number no car na wutwi ya bra ye chewo no ye betwero e wo receipt ni so make of vehicle o car no e car ben say eye Toyota say eye Benz say eye truck and also say ye twero ewo receipt ni so offenses bone kura wudi ye ntia police ni say watomra enti waje o license no say otwero saa bone kuro no ewo paper ni so say eye baako say eye mienu say eye miensa dodo bia wo ye bia no say ye twero ewo paper ni so afenso date of arrest ebre any eda date and time of arrest ebre any eda any emra o chewo no say police ni no twero ewo paper ne so enti date and time of arrest so say o twero afei place of arrest baby kura police ni no na ogina ana ohun say wayam from so a wo chewo no eno so say eba receipt ne so enti place of arrest no so say otwero na afei wasan kirew babia say report se police ni pese report ewo police station kro no say otwero so pese report ewo echia no court a say otwero babia opese ubabia no say otwero krata ne so say bra adasei bra ahanum sei bra abia sei be chia me na yan process fa won court afei date and time ebrebe na omra se bia o ma o se machew meje license na to ko ekina bra ko ebia na mienu achi bra ko na miensa achi bra asese police officer na ekire date and time ese oba afenso arresting officer police ni na o chewo no asese wotwero ni din ewo krata na ode ma one so ne full name asese wo twero e wo krata ne so na nhunu police ni kropote a wo se wache no ne din efiri se eba ne se yekọ asendibia na yakodi asem no na de police ni agina so se odi ache no se unni fo wo ho a esese oba ebedi adanse ntini sa police na wo se wache no eni die kwan so esese ni din eba paper na odi ma wo so afei document retained adia oje adia ye akaginamu ana se agina so ama obel ni se kono document kura wajiye no esese oka ewo paper ne so se eye o license na wajiye esese otwere wo so se eye o logbook na wajiye esese otwere wo so se eye wo vehicle registration document na wajiye esese otwere wo so afei supervising officer omu babia wogina no enipa a wo hwe ne so officer a wo hwe ne so a wo supervising na dwuma oye no esese ono so ni dini eba so na afei obia wasan entini se police officer no atwro sa receipt we ma kama we dia eno no obetimi age license na ato ho na wakọ etia mra se police ni beje o license ato ho no aka che se kọ ye frame asumasi na bra ahanum se emra em ho kwan sa emra se obeje license no dia esese omawo receipt eno eye ohye ewo police ni so enti wonso a wo ye driver ni ana se wo ye car wura ni emfa wo license ana se wajapade enja officer no wo abra o ma receipt se wo di jani kwan dia esese bibi di adanse se waje wo license se de be ekina bi oba ne se oni ho no ma o de paper na ekire ne panyini a owa adwuma mu a wakohu wo license no e de amount emra kire se police ni kwa adwuma wopon a de besi wo adwuma ho bia no o ma reporto ema ni panyina o hye nase e wo adwuma enti no se police ni koi no oje wo license okoi e na oje wo document a wo ba wo de ni nyina bre mpanimfo e wo adwuma enti se oba police ni wo ho woni ho esese de esese ye wo no ye gina so ni ye wo ehia police ni nansa enti no se wo je paper no a na wo de be kire panyini na owa adwuma mu ho say ye station officer ana say commander no a ohwe paper no a obehunu de ekoso ewo woni police ni ntem na ehyehyeye a edi ho a esese oye no say odo kokoto a wa process so atwere wa no asem e de wako police e de wako court ako ama aban ene wadi no say de emra no e kire no kan hunu say paper we ehu hia yie say police ni je o license na se wa amount paper na ukodru uko wanim kohu police ni foforo na onu so bisa we se fa license bra na se uka se police ni bi agem license ni wo kwan so a adien na obeka ma police ni foforo ya wo hu waje edi se asemi a wo kan eye no kore entino se police ni je wo license a ehia yie se obeje paper yi empempie no obi wo ho a waye mfomso no a police ni ache no enam se ne buafu se police ni na ache no na wanja no mananko free ana se ebia wa mo ne kokko se wonko na police ni pese wode mra no eye adwuma wone so nti abufuo nti no paper no onye kura ebi kura timeje paper yi ne yatetim srew ani die kwan so paper yi ana edi wadanse se o license ni bo police ni ho echina bi oba na police ni kase o license eni ni ho a die na ode beye adanse die se waje o license enti paper yi na kire se police ni age o license enti no ehuhia police ni twere ma wa je nanya adanse se o license won ho se de beye echina bi se police ni kura anyintum se oje o license a ode paper yi aye adanse die krata na ukosia police ni foforo ebia police ni ne chie wo no wa mawo na miensa se bra office paper yi kraw na se wudru police foforo ho na se obisa o license na the paper yi kire ne se aban ani die kwan so meba me yemfomso ana meba na me paper ewu ama unuanom ni bi achime ewo ekwan so wo the paper yi kire no a obeji atum na wajao amu akobabia se wo kono kopem se obekọ police ni ho na se court na obekọ a wako na ye bua wasem ni wi a aban ahye apolisifoɔ no ma ye de license ama enti no ɛsɛ wo kan hu ni sɛ saa receipt no ɛho hia pa empempi so amanfoɔ gye receipt na ɔkɔ a no akɔyira no ɛsɛ wo hu ni sɛ polisifoɔ nso a ɛkɔ ɛkwan so ɛba efie no dabia no yɛsesam anya polisi ne kro no a ebia wo hia ne ne no anya ono a na ababa be hia no babia no ogyina ne biem ebia kyena wo beba no na wo hu no enu nti no se wo yira paper no na se wo koduru office ho so a office ho so enam se da bia wo mu kɔ abonten eba wo mu kɔ abonten eba wo mu chi amanfo na wo de bi kɔ court no nti no ahia na license no dɔɔso enti se paper yin kura wo na se wo yira no a eduru ba bia na ama wo license na chiridie no ayedi enti ye de mawa ni die kwa so no wa hwede yie hwene yie se de be ya onko yira no efiri se ukọ police station ho na se unkura pepa yi na se ukoka se police ni age wo license a die ne be ye adanse die krata a kire se ampa ye no kura se police ni age wo license enu ntinu die wo de be kire se won so no enye tro na wo betwa to police ni bi so se waje wo license wa bra wonye wo license no ese se krata yi di wadanse se unkura krata yi bia ebetimi aba se ebia police ni no na obetwa ntorato no so se waje wo license wa bra onye wo license entinu de beboa atwitwa age wo eye kratai entinu se police ni bi age wo license a hwe na hunu se omema wo paper ni e kai wo se sa adwumadie yebotan ni se yebeba ba kirew emra ewo akwan so yebeba ba kirew ekwan so jojo dwumadie yebeba ba kirew road safety tips de obeye ewo kwan so a obetwi wo car ahwe yie mu a unkopra na unkopra afoforo so yewura IGP Dr. Akufu Dampare oni ni mpanimfo na abomoden ama GH Police TV ene Traffic Invisible Eye abaso ena dwumadie so yesua se oye o driver ni a emra hyew se abribia obetuka bia no fa original driver's license ekura yesua se yenye photocopy license emfa ntwika yasanso asua se emra emma ho kwan se obetwa license na to phone so na odi a kire police officer se o ye photocopy ana se o twa ato phone so a eye se wo de to honum for bia bibi foforo bi na nya no ene ye de kire police officer ana ye di twika e wo kwan so emra hyew se obefa original license no efiri se license no eye original se eye fake eye ahyensode a ye de kire license no se eye original ana eye fake no ewo license ne so enti utwa ana ye photocopy a ye hu afi yasanso asua se utwika police ni bia ohye uniform se eye tuntum se ye fufuo se eye sebo obetimi age wo license ahwe se license no se eye papa ana se awuo se wokura utwika no wo tumi ana woni tumi se obetwi car no afi so DVLA ni a yamano akonya so ono so betimi ahwe bakwan so abeye saa ahwehwemu no ono so obetimi age wo license no ahwe amra se woto mra wo ye bone wo commit any traffic offense se bia de se wo ye wa anye de ni kwan se wo ye no wa ye ana se opepa bia wu ana se wa car no wa anye nsiesie ya police ni bia betimi achew se wo ye constable se wo ye lance corporal and the enfane rank ho even timamuni kura hu se wo ye de enye e wo kwan so a obetimi achew e de wabre apolisifo na emom no se wo ye bibi bone na ye chew na se police ni pese oje wo license ne to ho na ukoba akire na yahwe se ye de obekọ court dia se nipa na oje wo license no se wo ye inspector eko free inspector chief inspector eko ni e ka wo se yan ye botai ni se ye beba ba kirew emra ewo ya kwan so ye beba ba kirew ekwan so kose dwumadie ye beba ba kirew road safety tips se de be ya ubetwi wo car ahweyie mu se oye driver ni ana oye obi a oye passenger se wo tika mu ana oye pedestrian obi a wonam kwan ho ana oye ka wura yewura IGP Dr. George Akufu Dampare one nimpanimfo ana ahwe ama GH Police TV ne Traffic Invisible Eye dwumadie abaso ye botan ni se ye ba ne ba be kirekirew enoma we nyina wodi be ya adwuma se de be ya kwan so ebe jojo na yetwi ye ka wabra yenkopira yenkowu yenkopira foforo ana yenkosei amanfo enoma ena adwumadie so yesua se utwi ka emra hyew se odi original driver's license ebekura emra ne se etiamra se obeye photocopy ade atwika ana se ubetwa license no ato phone so se uye photocopy ana utwa de ato phone so a eno de ebia na dwumadie fufuro bi na opese udidi na nye no na ye de kire police ni wo kwan so de to so mienu emra se utwika ne se uye bonia police ni bia betimi achew se oye constable se oye lance corporal se oye corporal obia police ni bia wo hye uniform bia betimi achew se to emra na emom no se enipa no mo wakwanya se kɔ na bra akirei na ye de wakokoto na meje license na to hodia je se enipa no inspector ana se edeko se oye inspector chief inspector ana ASP officer eko na emom ni se onye inspector na oye sergeant corporal lance corporal constable obetimi achew ochewa etese odo command inspector ana odo ko police station na afei ode wo hye panyina oho nensa ontimi anye wo license ne se ogia to ho amwa kwa aba if say ye je wo license ato ho ni ama wo paper etese de yama wo bill wanya asem wo police station ni ama wo bill eno nso gise inspector ene betimi aye saa dwumadie no ya sanso asua se police ni bia wo hye uniform se eye fufuo se eye sebo se eye tuntum ana DVL ni a emra ama no ho kwan se omra kwan so no obetimi age wo license na hwe se awu ana emuye se ye adwuma ana enya adwuma obetimi age wo license no ahwe enu ntinu oje license no so afama no na wonhwe na ohwewie na bibia aye oka ode bema ka hu ni se dwumadie si ye kirewo emra ne ekwan so kosekose dwumadi a ye botan ni se ubesua na odi aye adwuma entie ni wa na emom no famu aba na fa ye adwuma fadi udwuma as oshenkani fadi udwuma as obi a woteka mu fadi udwuma te se obi a wo ka fadi udwuma se obi a wonam kwan ho se de be ya kwan so ebe ye jojo na wafiri fie akoto abusuafo asomdwe mu ene me a medi dwumadi ho chiame ye freme Kopra Andrews Atobra de eye me fene se mehu se utwu ka asomdwe mu na wudi mrane so na obia enchew enhawa adwen ana umpra na unkowu kopem se ye besan aba wo nchen biem no kosoa na hwe GH Police TV na enema papa ene ewo edema wo
Jenu avema Kopra Atobra yeda wase se wode yafa adesua mu mesua bibi sanso na megidi se wonso wasua bibi ampa de bia ye kan se nia yesua no ye nuano ma omonso omontimi anhwe ene asenkafo awodonso ana afofra yenim wo no omonso ye betumi ene omache na se ye ne saa ebema ye kwanso aye jojo na ama ipra ene ewuo ahodo a ekoso ewo ye kwanso no eso ate eha ena ye de ene enchechre no ebisi midin ene Kopra Benedicta Brago Macrao.
Personnel of the Ghana Police Service, desirous of purchasing additional police accoutrement? Worry not.
Walk into the state-of-the-art police shop located at the National Police Headquarters, Accra, where officers of all ranks can conveniently purchase the accoutrements. Such as sets of uniforms, berets, footwear, handcuffs, protective gear, branded police souvenirs, and many more.
Stationed outside Accra? Do not worry. Provision has been made for personnel stationed outside Accra to make their purchase online through the Police Welfare Online portal.
You can log on to the portal to make your purchase and have them delivered directly to you via courier service. Ghana Police Shop, your one-stop shop.
The National Ambulance Service hits the screens of GH Police TV with sights and sounds of operations of the service. The program is Time with National Ambulance Service. Make a date with us every Wednesday, 8 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. and a repeat on Saturdays, where we will walk you through the operational activities of the National Ambulance Service. We shall educate the general public on how the National Ambulance Service came into existence and how to join this noble service, and even how to request for an ambulance in emergency situations. Emergency topics to be discussed would include topics such as cardiopulmonary resuscitation, commonly known as CPR, bleeding control, including management of gunshot wounds, immobilization of fractures, and other first aid tips on domestic emergencies that would be very useful to everyone. There would be different segments to the program, such as in-studio interviews with experts in the health sector, excerpts of scenes from field cases, and a phone-in segment where we get to interact with our cherished viewers and many other insightful activities. I bet you wouldn't want to miss any of our interesting episodes. National Ambulance Service. Timely care saves lives. Stay tuned into GH Police TV on DSTV channel 362, as well as all digital terrestrial channels. GH Police TV, engaging the people for safer communities.
You wondering which police department to go to when you have a problem? Well, that is why you have to tune in to Police Departmental Education on GH Police TV. On Police Departmental Education, we discuss the inner workings of the various departments and units in the Ghana Police Service to gain valuable insights into their daily operations. On this show, we also apprise you of all the police administrative regions, divisions, districts, and police stations. Make a date every weekday as we sit with the top brass of the various departments to abreast us with the inner workings of the Ghana Police Service. You can also catch us live on DSTV channel 362. Stay tuned in.
Are you aware an invisible eye is watching you? Have you ever had an altercation with a police officer about a road traffic offense where you felt you were right? Have you ever lost a loved one due to a breach of a road traffic regulation as a motor rider? Do you always obey road traffic regulations? Do you know that driving on the shoulders of the road is an offense? How has your general experience with the police officers on our roads been like? It is for these and other reasons that the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, National Road Safety Authority, the DVLA, and other stakeholders have come up with an initiative to ensure sanity on our roads and prevent road accidents. TrafficTech GH is an automated system introduced by the Ghana Police Service to enforce road traffic regulations. The system uses cameras and sensors to enforce road traffic regulations. So you see, police invisible eyes are watching. Pew!
There is a saying that it takes a whole village to raise a child, meaning it is a shared responsibility of us all to raise responsible adults into our various communities. GH Police TV is here to engage the people for safer communities, and you will agree with me that our little ones are the future leaders of our dear nation. Hence, the need to let them feel safe enough within their communities while growing up. We want to let them know that the police is indeed their friend, that they can confide in the police. Also, we want them to know the police emergency numbers at their fingertips so they can call for help in case of any emergency. Join me, Corporal Mavis Ikuya Owusu, this and every Saturday, and a repeat on Sunday on GH Police TV and DSTV channel 362 as we help nurture our little ones to become future leaders. Children's are our safety and security is assured.
Polisi hingme komi nkwabo ni ona ena hewole wacheme baya ni chumo ni ameba bashia yetwe njolemle bekefe gbeke baje school eba ni na e follow yetwe njolemle wonyeme hu baya jarano ni ameba bashia yetwe njolemle traffic tech GH camera lo hingme infoni keha wagbadegbe ano mla no yeli Traffic GH shwe chonde kudom bahani ohishi da befebe piao.
Ghana's precious lands are under attack. Illegal mining is destroying rivers, poisoning farmlands, and threatening our future.
But the Ghana Police Service, headed by the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Teteyohuno, is leading the charge against illegal mining. Day after day, operation after operation, they move in to stop the illegal miners.
Excavators confiscated and disabled, illegal operators arrested, and our forests and lands protected.
The Ghana Police Service, led by the IGP, Mr. Christian Teteyohuno, has declared war on all illegal mining activities at mining sites across the country.
For all this and more, tune in to Operation Stop Galamsey News Update on GH Police TV, on DSTV channel 362, and all our social media platforms from Monday to Friday at 6 p.m. with a repeat on the weekend.
This program is specifically designed to update you on the fight against Galamsey and actions taken by the Ghana Police Service.
Stay informed, stay connected, and witness the tireless efforts of the Ghana Police Service with respect to our fight against illegal mining activities.
This is Operation Stop Galamsey, only on GH Police TV, engaging the people for safer.
Oman Ghana enkwa edeseniemu ifise nipa bonefo na nkwa bone so tu fom agudia enna memra kwaso enam so ama yensio essay ede wudro agye yensase nso abo
ne santi post adwuma ko no yegyina kono efise yem post sa hene Mr. Christian Teteyohuno ahye se Awayanda ne da dwumadie mu no esese nipa bonefo a omo enam kwati kwan so etu fam agudie yesi womo ano ekwan
Rosi achichiri nipa bonefo yi ene emfiedi akese bi te se excavators a wode edi won dwuma enam so ama yabo yenkwaye ene yensase no eho ban
dwuma boni ya nipa bi edienti Rosi esa akon ato oman afa na nyina se obi bia otu afam agudie a enam emra kwan so no police ye beche no
wei ene ne akeka ho enti kame ho adwada edikosi efiada anwumre no nsia pepepe na yamfa dwumadi ayato no din Operation Stop Galamsey ho amanebo ensomo ewo GH Police TV a esanso ewo DSTV channel 362 ene abefo ntitam video no nyina eso na yasansi so biem memene da ene ne kwasi da eso
dwumadi ye de bebo mo amane de okon akosi ene posi ye ndwuma ye di afa ho
ene ye momentna na hunu ne ekoso ewo Galamsey konyi mu na hunu adwumaden a Ghana Prosifo nso eye ede yesi Galamsey ano
share Operation Stop Galamsey ewo GH Police TV efise GH Police TV de ye bambo adwuma yeku a ye ne yetememfo aka bom na yesi nsamonidie ano kwan akwansia eye akwansidie edima obi biara ne senti esese yetwen ya adwen ekọ enniema enam so ema akwansia edi epra ene ewo ebei eso ne senti GH Police TV ahyehye dwumadi a lidin ene ka kwan so nchechre traffic orientation show edi ebrel ewo dwumadi so yedi etufo na ya chechrew enniema ene emra ahodo a esese wo ehu ewo yen ekwan no eso enunti jebre de hwe dwumadi da biada ewo GH Police TV so a esanso ewo DSTV channel 362 so na ya fansia de emfa ensi ka kwansia ano ekwan
Road crashes or accidents are of great worry to everyone. In view of this, we need to be alert on things that brings about accidents on our roads, leading to deaths of our loved ones. It is of this reason that Traffic Orientation Show on GH Police TV seek to teach, educate all road users, being it drivers, riders, pedestrians, on the rules and regulations and road traffic as to reduce road accident. Make time to watch Traffic Orientation Show every day on GH Police TV as we bring you more insight.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the media. Good afternoon, distinguished guests. We have gathered here for a very brief engagement. One of the key promises of President Mahama, then candidate Mahama, when he was campaigning, was job creation and also he had another leg to his promises, which was ensuring the security and safety of our citizens. Now today, these two strands have converged and occasioned our presence here. The Ministry of Interior and its agencies a couple of weeks ago indicated their intentions to begin the recruitment of eligible men and women into their various agencies. And today, the Minister for the Interior, the Honorable Mubarak Mohammed Muntaka,
my colleague, the Deputy Minister, the Chief Director, Service Chiefs, Directors, our friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to all of us. I know people will be wondering, why will you want to hold a press conference on a Friday late afternoon? But it has become very necessary because we are going to start this process very soon, and we needed to do this briefing. Before I start, let us take a minute silent to remember the departed souls who lost their lives during this week's Armed Forces recruitment exercise. Can we kindly be upstanding so that we'll observe a minute's silence in their memory? May their souls rest in perfect peace. Thank you so much. Please can you take your seat. I wish to extend my condolences to the bereaved families and that of government. To those who are injured and are still receiving treatment, we wish them a very speedy recovery. We pray that the Almighty God comforts the families of the deceased and grant them the strength to bear this loss. Ladies and gentlemen, as you are aware, the Ministry of Interior advertised in the national dailies on the 5th of November 2025 about the ministry's plan to recruit into the internal security services, namely the Ghana Police, Ghana Immigration Service, Ghana National Fire Service, and the Ghana Prison Service with narcotics control. The advertisement indicated that application forms will be available on the 15th of November 2025, which is tomorrow. However, in the light of the unfortunate incident that occurred on Wednesday during the Armed Forces recruitment process, the Ministry of Interior, in consultation with the security chiefs, has decided to postpone the start date of the application from the 15th, which is tomorrow, Saturday, to Monday, November 17th, 2025, as a mark of respect to the bereaved families and those who were injured. Ladies and gentlemen, unemployment is a challenge that our country is facing, and the government is committed to addressing it through various initiatives, including recruitment into the security services. This recruitment exercise is a significant step towards creating job opportunity for our young people, and we believe it will go a long way in reducing unemployment in our country, and also as in line with the promise of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in the 2024 election. By recruiting into the internal security services, we are not only creating jobs, but also equipping our young people with the skills and training necessary to contribute to the development of our nation. This will have a positive impact on the economy and help to improve the standard of living of our citizens. Ladies and gentlemen, our hope is to have a very seamless recruitment exercise. The following measures, among others, have been put in place to ensure that the process is smooth and safe before, during, and after. 1. The application process will begin on Monday, November 17, 2025. It will be published in the national dailies on the ministries and each agency's website and on social media platforms. There are 2 major channels to purchase application voucher. Honorable Minister for Government Communication, the Minister of Interior is working to make sure that everything that we do in that ministry move from paper to paperless. In line with that, at the comfort of your home, probably for the first time, you can start the process and finish with your mobile phone. Via the USSD dial code, which will be published hopefully by Sunday, because we don't want, for lack of better words, a rush. So we'll publish that on Sunday, just before the Monday. The details of the web address and the USSD short code details will be in publication, like I said, on Sunday. The system we are developing is robust, centralized e-recruitment portal, and an initiative implemented to ensure harmonization and standardization of the conduct of the recruitment across various agencies under the Ministry of Interior. This process will enable every applicant to monitor and follow through the process right from the beginning till you are admitted into the training school. So you can monitor the progress of your application. When you will be called for particular exercise, if it is screening, you know through your phone. You don't need to be told by another person because you've applied. When you are to apply, when you are to appear for medicals, you'll be told if you qualify to the next stage. When you are writing what test, all those things you can monitor from your phone. But we also acknowledge network is not same across our country. There may be some areas where genuinely network issues may be a challenge. And we do not want to disadvantage anybody. So because of that, we've opened another window where you can get the voucher through any Ghana Commercial Bank branch nationwide and Ghana Post branches across the country in areas where network is a problem. But if you are in an area where your network is good and you have your mobile money account or even the mobile money account of any person, you can easily do this similarly on your phone without necessarily having to walk even to your veranda. The application process will be seamless and online, utilizing the robust and secure platform designed to handle a large volume of application efficiently. The online portal is very user-friendly and easy to navigate. Even those of us who struggle with IT, in fact, I could go through it easily. So I can imagine after the Gen Zs, that one will be a very smooth and easy exercise for them, allowing you to apply from the comfort of your home without any stress. The portal will be accessible on multiple devices, including smartphones, tablets, and computers. Multiple centers will be available for screening applicants. In fact, one of the challenges that we have tried to use to even revise our strategy is the incident that unfortunately happened. We are trying to say, for example, in Accra, where we expect to have very large numbers, we are looking at possibly using between 10 to 15 centers a day, so that we'll make sure that there's no overcrowding at all. The centers will be strategically located across the country to ensure accessibility and convenience for all applicants. Very importantly, this exercise is going to be regionally based, so everybody can do it from your region, and depending on the size of the numbers that we get, in each region we could have up to 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 centers happening on the same time, just to avoid a situation where there will be overcrowding. Several phone numbers will be provided on the portal for assistance. So operational 24/7. Whether you apply for Ghana Police Service or the prison service or immigration or even Ghana Prison Service, there will be numbers that will be provided so that if you have difficulty, you can call, and it will be 24/7. Our dedicated team will be available to answer your question and provide support throughout the application process. The system will automatically allocate applicants to screening centers. So, for example, we have decided that every screening center should not screen more than 1,000 a day. And even the 1,000, you screen 500 in the morning and screen 500 in the afternoon. So if you are for afternoon and you decide to rush in the morning, that itself becomes basis for disqualification, because then you want to be a security person, but you don't want to comply with rules. So if you are scheduled for afternoon, say Legon Stadium for afternoon start from 12, after 12 noon, and then you come there at 11:50, that becomes basis for us to disqualify you because you don't want to comply with the rules. So the system will automatically allocate. So if you apply from, say, Tamale, and Tamale has maybe 3 centers, say maybe Tamale Secondary School Park, the Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium, and probably, say, Ghana Secondary School Park, and you have to go there in the morning, it will show you, let's say you are in Tamale and you have these 3 centers, the system will automatically assign you to Tamale Secondary School or Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium or Ghana Secondary School Park automatically, and to also designate whether you are going in for the morning or you are going for afternoon. So we want applicants to pay serious attention to every information that they have so that they do not go and get themselves unnecessarily disqualified because they couldn't follow simple instructions. To avoid overcrowding and unforeseen situation, the screening exercise will be done in turns. The police service will complete its screening before another agency starts its screening, ensuring no congestion. So this is what we are going to do. So let's say the portal is going to open from 17th November to 15th December 2025. After the portal is closed, we will set a date for screening. We will not want a situation where fire service is doing it at the same time with Ghana Immigration Service and police, so that the chaos. So what we'll simply do is that all across the country, same day, police will be doing it. They'll be doing the screening, and when they are done, then fire service may come on, then probably Ghana Prison Service, and then immigration. So we'll announce all that, and you will see that on your portal. And we know a lot of young men in our country may want an opportunity to say that, okay, my first option is to join Ghana Prison Service. What if I don't get? Maybe I may be able to qualify for Ghana Police or Ghana Immigration. So the options are there to enable our young people to be able to try their choice of maybe 1 or 2 or 3 as they may wish. Honorable Minister, let me emphasize that the recruitment process will be free and fair. The system will select qualified candidates based on merit. It's not true that already done, as some have claimed. I can tell you on my honor, and I can assure you that under the watch of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, this will not happen. Nothing has started. Nobody in this service today will call, or anybody call to tell you that there's some other route that can be used to get to this recruitment. If you have those, we are going to create possible lines where you can make complaint, and even if you have recordings of people who call to claim to assist or have one way or the other by you paying some monies, if you give us, we'll be able to track them and be able to deal with perpetrators. We have broadened the scope, as many of you might have checked in our publication, where for graduates and professionals and even ordinary recruits, we've moved the age to 30. And for craftsmen, for the first time, probably, for a very long period of time, for the first time in many, many years, now we are focusing on craftsmen, where we are looking for electricians, we are looking for painters, we are looking for carpenters, we are looking for fitters, and what have you. And the qualification there, BEC, MVTI, City and Girls, and the others. So broaden the base, and the age is 35. So with this, we want to believe that if you are not qualified with all these criteria, then I'm sorry, I'm sure even God may not want to help you. So there will be nothing like, oh, just don't apply. There's a route that we can get to the minister or this thing. I have been cautioned seriously by His Excellency the President, and I will not want, because of somebody, I should suffer the fate of getting to be accused of doing the wrong thing. So please, the only way you can get through is through applying and going through the process. That is an assurance coming from His Excellency Don Dramani Mahama, and we want the young people of our country to take this very seriously and don't rely on anybody assuring you that he can get you through any other means rather than applying through the process. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to reassure the public that we are committed to transparency and accountability throughout the recruitment process. We will ensure that all applicants are treated with dignity and respect, and that the process is conducted in a fair and impartial manner. To our young people, I say that this is an opportunity to serve your country and make a difference in the life of others. We encourage all eligible Ghanaians to take advantage of this opportunity and join the internal security services. We are looking for talented, dedicated, and patriotic individuals who are committed to serving their country. If you are qualified and interested, please apply. This is a great opportunity to join a noble profession and contribute to the development of our nation. We are looking for you, and we believe that you have what it takes to make a difference. In conclusion, I want to thank the security agencies for their cooperation and support as we begin the recruitment process. I also want to thank the public for their And I want to assure you that under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we will do everything humanly possible to make sure that this process, the right people get into the training. Take that from us, and I can assure you that we'll do everything to ensure that. The lady was asking whether the recruitment is going to be for the services, all of them the same day. I thought I had said that even earlier. Because of the sheer numbers, we don't want a situation where Ghana Prison Service is having it the same day with Ghana, say, National Fire Service. Currently, the people have not applied, so we may not know the numbers. But it may be possible, for example, let's say in maybe Northeast, let me use that as an example, or say OT region. The total applicants from the region for Ghana Police, maybe it's 3,000. The Ghana Prison Service, 500. And Ghana Immigration Service, maybe 300. And then maybe the others, 200. When you put all together, you have just about 4,000. So with that, you may have that some of the days, a number of the services will be doing the same. The only thing we want to avoid is that we will not want any center to try to screen more than 1,000 a day. And we will not want a session like from morning, say if they are starting at 7 to about 12, to claim that they can do more than 500. Yes, there may be situations where, depending on the facility. Let me give an example. If you take our stadia, and then maybe a typical one that is closer to us, the Ohinejan or Accra Sports Stadium, that has several entrances. The security personnel are many. They could say that, look, we have 40 gates. Can we make sure that from this number to that number, you come through this gate and you go to a particular table for the screening? Meaning that with the kind of Accra Sports Stadium, 500 people could be screened in 2 hours. Even with that, I'm insisting that with them, let's not do more than 500 a day so that we avoid, because it's not sometimes, it's not even the inside that creates a problem, the outside. So we are trying to make sure that no center will try, no matter what they will put, measures they will put in place, to pretend that they can do more than 1,000 a day. No. We rather prefer to use 10 days in doing a particular screening than to say that you want to finish it in 2 days and therefore try to create a problem. We will not want to do that. We restrict ourselves. We've told ourselves we may not know the numbers that may be coming, but let's say we all always know that anytime there's recruitment, the police usually get huge numbers. So let's say police in Accra alone get, say, 30,000. And they have to do 1,000 at a center. We would rather prefer to look for more centers to say that maybe instead of our target of trying to get 15 centers, can we get 20 centers so that we are sure that they are able to do 20,000 in a day? Rather than to say that, oh, this center is big, so because the center is big, can 3,000 people go there? No. We are restricting ourselves to 1,000 a day, 500 per section, so that it will be seamless, so that it will be easier for our young people to go there without stress. And I've also asked, and I'm even been told that the police in the past used to do that. Say, look, let's treat our citizens with decency and dignity. So we intend to provide canopies, we intend to provide chairs, so that people who come for the screening will not just come and be standing in the scorching sun, but we'll try and make sure that there are seats where they can sit. And we are even talking, because today, graciously, the Ghana Prison Service has partnered a private person, they are producing water. And we are saying that let's get water and maybe chill it and give it to even our compatriots. So we are trying to learn from our own mistakes and the mistakes of others to make sure that this exercise is seamless. And the last one has to do with whether we want to learn anything from the previous statement of the minister. Fine, I can't authenticate that. But the difficulty that I have is that, is there any other way you can do body selection or check people's body system apart from doing body selection? If there is, why not? We'll exploit it. If there's any other way that you can check the physique, because sometimes large cars create problem. There are a number of ailments that sometimes through the, just even body selection, you'll be able to detect and all that. We will discuss that, and if there's a need for us to devise some other method to do it, one will do it. But for now, there will be body selection. Thank you so much.
Any other person, please step forward. Please keep it short. No length. If there are any others, I encourage you to come forward. After these two, we will not take any other one of us. Great. Please go ahead.
Hi, my name is Michael Addo. I work with Metro Television. I would like to find out that will it be possible for the ministry and government to adapt a proposal that recruitment is done all year. Recruitment is done all year round to avoid crowding.
Thank you very much, Honorable. My name is George Olsen Vinay, and I report for Pan-African Television. Honorable, in your submission, I did hear that you want to do the morning and then afternoon shift. I just want to find out what happens if in the morning shift we have a backlog. Are they still going to feature into the afternoon session? That's one. Two, there's this notion that government of the day actually knows the total number of personnel that they need into the service across board. But they end up opening up the application, and then at the end of the day, they have their total number that they have to absorb. I just want to get your response. What do you make out of the notion that if indeed government of the day knows that we need 10,000 personnel into the service, therefore the portal should be open to only 10,000? Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. My name is Adnan Adams. I report for News Guide Africa. Honorable, as a member of Parliament and also the Minister for Interior, public safety actually is one of your concerns. And looking at the situation that just happened, it being also a public safety situation, and I was just to seek your opinion if as well you can also raise it in the floor of Parliament, if compensation could be given to the victims of the incident that just happened 2 days ago. Secondly, with the okay.
Who's handling those ones? Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Because I'm a member of Parliament, that's what I was just thinking. Anyway. Okay. So with the situation of also, forms, when applicants buy forms and they are not selected, some are just rejected right away, like as happened in the army recruitment. Right after applying, if you don't meet certain criteria, you are rejected. The issue of refund of application fees, is it possible?
Thank you very much. One of the interesting things is that I'm sure when the portal opens, and like I said, it's I saw it, very easy to follow. And you see each category, the basic requirement is there. Above and what we publish on the website before you apply, I've seen it, it takes you through the stages. And the tail end, and then now ready to apply. Meaning that you've gone through it very well. So let's assume, the portal is going to open, like I mentioned earlier, even professionals. This is not exceeding 35. I don't need an ND. You don't need an ND to tell you I'm more than 35. Then I still go and apply. Then I'm coming to talk about refund. The criteria is there, saying that these are the criteria. You've read it. You still maybe tried, thinking that maybe you can do try and error. Please, take your time and read which section you are qualified for. Because sometimes people, let's say I'm a auto mechanic. So I qualify for the, the craftsman section. Then I go to open a portal for professionals, like accountants, doctors, lawyers. And then I try and put it there. Then tomorrow I'll go and start and say that, they said that even auto mechanics cover, but when I put my design, it made me disqualified because you've gone to pick the wrong section. So we want to plead with our citizens that don't be in a hurry to apply, because there's this also notion that if you apply within the first 2 days, you qualify. No, The portal is said that it is IA driven. Whether you apply on the 17th or you apply on the 15th of December, it is going to treat all of you same. Yes, probably the only difference will be that if, let's say, you are in Accra and we are going to have like 15 centers, and maybe the centers we've categorized, for lack of better example, Tesano Police Training as number 1, Accra Sports Stadium as number 2, Legon Sports Stadium as number 3, Botoman Sports Complex as number 4. And it's going to be alerting, pushing people. So after the first 1,000, it says that, Tesano is full. So it will push you to Legon or Accra Sports Stadium. Apart from that, I don't see the need to say that I want to rush and apply the first day, because if the first day I don't get, it's lost. And that pushed me to the other question that was asked. Government knows that they can take only 10,000. Why do you keep the portal open for 15,000, 20,000? The interesting thing is that my colleague, the Minister for Government Communications, said, as we stand here, we don't know how many we are going to take. We know that we are going to take people into the services, but we are trying to see how many people will even qualify. But let's even assume that I know that I'm going to have 10,000, and I close the portal at 10,000. Remember, I have to go for body selection, I have to go for tests, I have to go for medicals, and all that. If I'm not careful, I'll have to reopen the portal. Because if I take only 10,000, definitely maybe some people may not pass the test, some people may not pass the exams, some people may not pass the medical examination, some people may not pass the body selection. How do I just take 10,000? I will not be able to know this. So that's why you have to also keep it as an opportunity for everybody. Because one of the things that I know may end up happening is that at the tail end, when we now know that those who have qualified all the stages and are now ready to be trained, let's say if they are 15,000, and maybe government was originally thinking that he wants to take 12,000 or 13,000. If there are just 2 more thousand, why not add them? It can happen. But if government decides that he wants to take 10,000 and even 30,000 people apply, I don't know the screening, government has only 8,000 that are qualified for training. They'll say that let this 8,000 go and then let's reopen for the others to also come in. Why are we not going to be doing them all year round? That would mean the security services will virtually come to a halt. You cannot be doing the exercise all year round so that every month people just apply. No, there's no way they do it that way, where you do it all year round. The only probable thing I think maybe the questioner may want to ask was maybe to say, just thinking for him, can't we do the recruitment every year so that we don't leave a huge backlog so that young people may want to come and maybe for 5 years no recruitment has happened? That's why now a lot of people are rushing in. That hinges on so many things, because the spaces for security persons is not endless. If you look at they have what they call established post. So because they have the established post, if there can be only one IGP, there can be only one chief fire officer, there can be only one director general prisons, and there can be only one comptroller. So you cannot just go looking for comptroller when there's already one. If there's no space to take individuals and you bring them on board, even workspace where they will sit and work becomes a problem. But I can assure you, and I know His Excellency President Mahama has made this promise, we will do everything humanly possible to restructure and retool our security services so that they'll be able to serve us better. If that requires that every year we have to recruit, I know His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will do. But if there's no need for it, obviously it is not just about recruiting people for recruiting's sake. You have to have the need for the recruits before you go ahead and recruit. I want to thank all of you for the opportunity to have this interaction, and we pray that this process goes on very seamless, so that in about a month time when we come to report about the numbers and all those things, there will not be any reason to regret that one thing or the other had gone wrong. Thank you so much and have a good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, for that brief but concise presentation. So we'll bring this session to a close at this juncture. Thank you all for coming.